my Leos. Excuse me. Please make sure to get my book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The link to that is in the description box below. Yeah. So comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Would really appreciate it if you did. So let's get into it for the Leos. By the way, if any of this type of stuff struck a chord with you, where this is your story, this resonated with you, feel free to contact me for a personal reading. So you have the Eight of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess, you have the Five of Swords, you have the Moon, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and last but not least, you have the Ace of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for the Leos is I'm seeing how a lot of you Leos have walked away from some sort of person whom you were trying to date before. Obviously, this is not going to apply to every last Leo in the world, right? Because Ioania and Jacek, shout outs to her. But Ioania and Jacek is a Leo, and Ioana, if I'm not mistaken, is actually engaged or something like that. So this is not going to apply for every single Leo, all right? Right? If this just connects with you is what I'm talking about. So some of you Leos are walking away from a relationship. It's no longer helping you evolve. The Ace of Swords, this was the right thing to do because this person was just trying to make it about how, you were the worst decision of their life. So you decided to leave. If you were so much of a terrible decision, obviously you're going to choose to take your dignity and your pride and go somewhere else with it. The Page of Pentacles represents, so you've essentially decided to do just that. You're not in a relationship with this person who's looking at you like you were the world's worst person, and you decided to move forward. With whom? You decided to, I will say right now, the High Priestess and the Five of Swords. You have decided to move forward with a person whom so some of you Leos may have a crush on somebody whom you may end up working with, or someone who, you shouldn't be having a crush on. This person may not necessarily have given you any kind of signs that they liked you in that way, because what they've got going on and what you've got going on may be actually different. So I'm here to let you know that they may not necessarily see you like that. They see you as a friend, though. But the Moon and the Page of Cups represents how you got to understand that this relationship is not for you. It's not going to work well for you, because to some of you Leos, this person may just tell you that they're not interested in you in that way, right? And don't take it personally, right? Because that's one of the things that you Leos, anyone in general, doesn't necessarily have to be Leos, have to learn to understand, is to not take rejection personally, right? Me, I don't take rejection personally at all. I to be honest with you, I just kind of laugh at it and kind of enjoy it to a certain extent, especially if the rejection is clear, right? Like if a person, like I don't mind if a person, right? If I'm like, hey, what's up? I want to get to know you, and the person's like, no, I'm not interested. That's okay. But if the person is trying to like waste my time and stuff like this, now I have a problem with that, because you're essentially you're really wasting time, and I don't necessarily appreciate that. Because if you wasn't interested, you could have told me that you weren't interested, and I would have thanked you for your time, and I would have went about my business. And it depends. Maybe if we were already talking before, I would have continued to stay in contact with you and had no problem doing it. And we would have been carrying on as friends with no problem. But you Leos have to have You Leos have to have an energy to you where you're not at all upset with rejection. As a matter of fact, rejection is almost the same as you getting a yes. Like, it's just like, oh, okay, cool. And the reason why is because, number one, it raises your value. Okay, it raises your parents' value and everything, right? And it makes you look cooler. And number two, because it makes it so that you are a lot more free to do whatever it is that you want. See, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Wands represents this person. Like I said before, this person is going to tell you that they're not interested in you like that, right? Romantically. And to be quite honest with you, Leos, you shouldn't want this person to be into you romantically just yet, because number one, they may not know you intimately. Number two, you may need some time, right? Spiritually, things work out like this because it's trying to show you a sign. You may need to actually take the time for you to detox from the past relationship to actually move on. This is why I say a million times, if you want to know what I think, right, I suggest people who are freshly out of a relationship or got out of some heartbreak should really take about 30 days or more, right? At least 30 days to detox. Even if you feel like you okay or whatever the case may be, no one is going to move, not even psychopaths are going to move forward in relationships. Oh, okay, well, I don't really care. No, they do things to make themselves forget immediately. If nature was to take its course, would they immediately forget? No. No, they wouldn't. So, let's clarify let's clarify the Ace of Wands. This is the part where people think that I'm upset about something or I'm mad. It's like, no, it's just that I want to go back to sleep. Take an afternoon nap is why. The Eight of Wands, you have the Empress, and last but not least, you have the Tower. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Leos is I'm just saying, to clarify the Ace of Wands, right, which is the way that this person is coming at you, the way you and this person are interacting. The Eight of Wands is just let this person know what it is. You like them and you thought that they liked you too. And like I said before, the Empress and the Tower, this person will tell you everything that they need to. They would be direct with you and let you know that they don't necessarily see you in that way, right? Not that they are incapable of doing it, but because you're in two different places. And sometimes that's how it is. That's how it is. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes when it comes to people getting together, no one, if you ask me, should really have a problem with rejection. Because the truth is, there really is no such thing as rejection in that sense. You know what I'm saying? The only way, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is no such thing as rejection to a certain extent, right? I will. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you don't know why a person may say no. They may have all types of emotional issues, okay? They may be trying to get over something, okay? Stuff like that. Maybe if you cleaned yourself up, or created a different lifestyle. But is it that rejection? Are you getting rejected based upon that, you being disgusting to them? No. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.